So, Tom, first of all, I wanted to ask about the evolution of publisher first-party data segment creation. Could you explain why that's important, what you guys are up to?
Well, I mean, the way programmatic advertising transacts today is we send IDs to buyers, and buyers segment their audiences based on a whole bunch of data they have about who they want to reach. And that primary decision of how to classify inventory into segments and to reach those audiences is done by buyers and buyer platforms. With the end of the third-party cookie and the change of the identity regime, the knowledge of what users are interested in, what they care about, is shifting to publishers. And the primary data that will fuel these audience segments is going to be publisher data as opposed to buyer data. That's a huge change in our industry. And in order for us to continue to have the level of personalization and the level of performance that marketers are looking for, finding ways to harness that data, federate it across multiple publishers, and develop algorithms that classify those users into interest is not only important, it's existential, because it is the future of advertising as we know it. And our success is critical to enabling the open web to continue to function the way it does today.
So talk us through that a little bit, the publisher's first-party data, making it work on your platform, and also the role, if there is, of machine learning in all of this.
So you can think about, when we think about publisher first-party data, a lot of times people think about context. So like you're reading an article about sports, but the history of that context is more important than the context itself. So the fact that you read 3 articles about sports, 2 articles about airplanes, and 6 articles about a movie over a period of time, all at 3 o'clock in the morning while on an iPhone that's 6 years old, that information together gives us a lot of data around intentions and about what you like and don't like. And then you add algorithmic optimizations and AI to that. You can do very, very precise audience segmentation without the need of a tracker or a cookie or any such thing. So I think the information the publisher captures about your historic journey on that site or in that app is a super critical part of all of this going forward. And then applying intelligent algorithms and machine learning to that data really is a key part of the future of our industry.
So Tom, speaking of machine learning and AI, what are some other applications that are currently being used in the programmatic space, and where do you think the future is in terms of AI improving the work that you guys are doing?
Well, AI is used throughout everything that we do. Think about how we categorize and run auctions, how we determine the right bidding price to bid on an impression. You think about it in terms of just filtering and prioritization. We see hundreds of billions of impressions a day. People sometimes forget about that. Every time someone opens a web browser, or anytime someone scrolls down in an app, an auction is held. And that auction means we're called and a bunch of buyers are called, and we select the winner, we put it on the page. And that happens billions of times. And being able to prioritize those billions of times based on who's likely to buy them, who cares about them, what the price is going to be, is critical. So our entire business depends on it, because if we had to just randomly figure out what's important and what's not important from the billions of transactions we see an hour, we literally wouldn't be able to function. So AI is at the core of everything that we do and everybody else does in this industry. But the shift that's occurring is applying AI to audience segmentation and measurement, and using machine learning algorithms to figure out what the end user wants to see, what you view as important, what you view as interesting, what you view as totally irrelevant, because it's going to be different for different people. And being able to match interest to message is what defines effective marketing. So the frontier we're on now that's going to be super fun for the next 10 years plus is applying machine learning to data about users to be able to provide relevant marketing to them without tracking.